So my name is Murray Evans. I'm 33 years old and I have been doing CrossFit for 6 years. I'm a farrier, so I work with horses all over the country.
My name is Carrie. I'm 33. I'm originally from Ireland, but I've been in Zambia now 6 years. I'm married to a Zambian, and I'm a project manager for an international development organization. But one of my big passions is wellness and fitness, so that's what I spend a lot of my free time doing when I'm not working.
My name is Henry. I am 27 and I am a CrossFit coach. Not married yet, but do have a special lady in my life, very supportive one as well. I'm a CrossFit coach. I've been into fitness for quite some time now, but I've only been coaching CrossFit itself for about 2 years now. Time does fly.
My name is Maslisa Mukonde. I am 25 years old and I am the second fittest person in Zambia. Yay!
So I've played sports pretty much my whole life. Like as a kid, I was always on different sports teams. Then later on when I left school, I was really into running. I guess because running is such an accessible thing, you can do anywhere. Anywhere you go. I also think it's a really good way to explore different places. But it's only when I came, right before I came to Zambia, I found a gym there and they were doing these funny exercises. Well, I thought they were funny at the time. And I was told like, oh, if you want to improve your running, like you should do a bit of strength training. So I, wasn't so keen on that. I always thought like doing strength training, especially as a female, would make me bulky and like look very manly. So I was a bit hesitant, but I started participating in some, I guess you could call it CrossFit style workouts, which had more elements of strength training, resistance training, gymnastics, etc. And I found that helped my running performance.
So about my fitness journey. My fitness journey started about 4 or 5 years ago. It started with me trying to become a vegetarian. So I am actually a vegetarian, been a vegetarian for about 5 years now. It was a hard transition because we love our meat, we love our chicken. It took a while to actually transition to that point, but yeah. So yeah, I made that transition, became a vegetarian, and then it was the fitness that had to come in. So I started out with yoga for about a year. It didn't really satisfy me, so I moved on to weight training, which I really loved, and I've been on that journey since then. And yeah, I just love the idea of building muscle, especially being a woman. It's just so interesting just to see muscle toning, and it's just been great.
How I would rate the whole event entirely from the time I started competing until the final one in 2020. Well, I guess I'm just going to put it in my words, is that from the beginning, I've always been working out and not having a specific goal as to why I'm training. Of course, yes, you want to look good naked, that kind of thingy. But I've always been into a different style of training as opposed to just monostructure movements where you're just doing one thing, so I've always wanted to test my abilities, so to speak. So when I came across that competition, it was a nice way for me to have a target every year, so to speak. I'm like, okay, I know the ZDF is coming up, so even when I'm training, I have a certain inspiration to keep going. Every single time, I'm pretty sure everyone that works out or goes to the gym has had a moment where they wake up in the morning and they're just like, do I need to go to the gym? I mean, if no one is pushing you, you have no reason to be there really, unless your goals or what's pushing you. So you always have to have a why. And that was my why for the longest time, ever since I started competing with the ZDF. As for the competition itself, the first time I competed, it was, I think we had a really great turnout, the first event. It was really great in 2017. I remember that, those big guys all over the place. My brother looked at me and so he looked at me, and when we got there, he was supporting me all the way through. We get there, and then he goes, look, it's not about winning. After seeing the guys that, the size of the guys that are there. And I was like, wow, my support system. Anyway, the event itself was amazing. It had lots of improvement, of course, but it was just starting out. So it was really nice because it was the first one we ever had of its kind in the country. And I feel like the organizers and how they did it from the beginning. Normally, it is very easy to do something like that when you have something to compare to that's already running in that area, so to speak. But being a pioneer of something in your country like that, you haven't done it, you don't have anyone who's done anything like that. You basically had to have the framework. Maybe they had somewhere they were looking at, but whatever the case, I feel like it was very impressive how they came together with everything, and how they came up with all the programming and the competition, even just the competition flow. It was a nice smooth flow because you'd move from stage to stage, and it was great. Of course, there was always room for improvement, and they did. Fast forwarding to the 2021, that was it was really great to see people from different fitness disciplines, because like we'd see people CrossFitters took part this time. We had our people from Copper Belt, we had people from here, everyone that's just in different, we had bodybuilders take part, we had a lot of people take part, which was really great. And this one, the 2021, was just, it was well organized. It was even smoother. I think it reminded me of the first one that I ever did, the 2017, because I think we had a lot of setbacks with the ones in between the first one and the final one that we just did. It was from the sponsors to something else. It was a lot of pressure on the organizers and everything like that. Even as athletes, we could feel it, right? All the disorganization that was happening. But the 2021 reminded me of how it was the first time I competed, and it gave me that feeling of that sense of belonging to being a part of something, which was the competition itself, Zambia Day of Fitness, just as I did the very first time I stepped on the competition floor in 2017.
With the competitors on the floor, it was a nice environment because everyone was friendly. But then when it got down to brass tacks, everybody was like, "Nah, let's go. This means war." So obviously, bad being not winning. Thanks, Henry. But also, it was a great event in the sense that there was all-rounded. It was, you had your cardio and the rowing and the clean and jerks with the plate, and then obviously the weightlifting, which is what I really enjoyed, and also the running, which wasn't hard off what I was going for. So yeah. Look, the event was very well organized. The fact that, the rowers and the runners were already back by the time we started going, the fact that all the people that were involved in the organization of the Zambia Day of Fitness, they were up early. It was well organized. The runners and the cyclists were out on the road before traffic had picked up. And I mean, by the time we got there, which was really early, a lot of them were already back. They're already organized. They're already, and it was nice to walk in and everyone was like, "Okay, cool. Are you ready? Are you doing this and doing this and doing this?" And I'm like, "No, I'm doing the competition side of it." And they were like, "Cool. Okay, just go over there and chat to that person." And yeah, it was very well organized.
Right. What would you say about the location?
Location. Well, for me, it was great because it's close to home and it's where we've got a gym anyway. So it wasn't like it was well out of the CBD. I'm sure obviously people closer to town was a little bit further out, but the nice thing about Tamaka is it's out of town, it's in fresh air, you're not close to the road. Obviously the cyclists and the runners had to run on the road obviously, but with regards to, you could go outside and sit in the garden if you needed to chill, lots of space. So it was great.
The Zambia Day of Fitness was a great great event. I know although I only participated in the fitness competition, but I think there were other different events that went on. Like my husband competed in the run that took place in the morning. So I liked that it was really inclusive and anyone could really participate in it, which was really good. And I really liked the energy. There was a lot of people there. For me personally, it was really nice to meet other athletes. You kind of get in your own little bubble, in your own training bubble, should I say, when you see the same people all the time. So it was really cool to meet other athletes from even other parts of the country. So yeah, I thought it was a great event and I hope it continues to grow and reach more people.
The location was quite good. It was a nice setup. being an open space, the CrossFit box, which was kind of in line with the food market that was there. It was well paired together, so people could experience the food and the event. At the same time, you could literally leave the event, have your food, come back in. It was just meshed quite nicely. Everyone was quite nice. You know, we walk into the reception, they received me quite well, registered in, the judges were nice, and yeah, everyone was doing their job, I guess. I didn't expect that many people to compete, especially with the women. So it was nice to meet fellow fitness people and people from different backgrounds, you know, people who are track athletes, people who are runners, you know, your typical mom. I think that was like the most interesting part, was like meeting different people from different aspects of life.
Overall experience on Zambia Day of Fitness, I think it was a great event. To be honest with you, I didn't see anything of it until obviously one of the other athletes told me about it anyway. And then once I looked into it, I was like, okay, I'm keen. As a whole, during the day, with all the different varieties of disciplines that were going on, it was a great run event. Great competitors, great competitive environment on the floor, and great people. You know, it was a lot of fun. Long day, but obviously any competition is a long day. But it was a very good event, a lot of fun.
Yeah, my experience was really good. In terms of the location, well, I was, I guess, comfortable because I was working out at the CrossFit gym there, so I felt like I was at home, I guess you could say. A really nice facility. The bonus was that there was also a food market or a food fair going on at the same time, so anytime we wanted to go and grab something to eat or refresh or anything, it was like easily accessible right there. So yeah, the whole experience was good, the location was good. I think we enjoyed it.
I would definitely recommend the event to people, and it's not even just in the sense of, hey, if you want to win this, or hey, if you want to be the best of the best, or if you want to do this. No, I would just recommend the whole thing, just because I feel like being a part of something like this would just push people in the right direction of fitness and health and awareness. See, because Zambia Day of Fitness, as I was talking about before, like how they did it with 2020, and even the times before, it's not just about the fastest or the strongest or the fittest person in the world, or I'm sorry, in Zambia or whatever the case. It's about fitness and wellness. They've had people come through to talk about wellness. They've had, I think we had a minister of something the one time, I forgot who it was, but they were talking about wellness, they were talking about taking care of your body, and not just with just exercise, but also just how you eat, your nutrition. So I feel like I would definitely recommend this to everybody, just because it would be very nice for them to get in a certain network of other people who are on the same fitness journey as them, because Zambia Day of Fitness is not just about people who want to be the fittest in the country. It's also about people who just want to see where they are with their fitness, right? You just come in, you don't have to be competing for that purpose. You can just be competing with yourself and see where you are. Hey, this is fun, let me try this out, and that kind of thing, right? And as far as health and fitness goes in our entire country as a whole, you think about from time ago and our whole diet and how people eat and the lifestyle and how people carry themselves. Encouraging people to come to something like this at least once a year would be a constant reminder of telling them that taking care of your body goes beyond the beauty shop. And and dressing well, you really have to take the extra step to do that, and I mean, they always say that one apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? And that's not just a saying, it comes from somewhere. You have to watch what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, and you have to watch, exercising, where you're at with just your fitness itself. And that's what Zambia Day of Fitness is. It is that nice network that is gonna help you sort of position yourself better in your life, health and wellness wise. So I definitely recommend it to people. It's not just for people that are trying to be gym rats or the biggest guy in the room or something like that. It's for everybody.
You never know people's strengths and weaknesses. So, I mean, whatever you do, if you're like a retired athlete, if you are a soldier, like wherever you come from, you just never know. So yeah, I would recommend anyone to compete, because you just never know where that will put you and where that will take you. Mind-wise, you never know, like, okay, that's going to be a transition for your life, and say, okay, I need to get better at this because maybe my heart rate is not good, or you think of your general health conditions and you want to be better. So I think, I would definitely recommend it to anybody, really, to just better themselves.
I think anyone and everyone should sign up and come to the Zambia Day of Fitness. There's events for anyone and everyone. You don't have to have a specific fitness level. It's just a good day it's fun, and you meet a lot of good people. It's well organized. So I would say, anyone, regardless of your fitness level, should attend the one that's coming up this year. And in terms of, what was the question? General fitness. Start small. Just try to make a small daily habit, such as going for 2 15-minute walks a day. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes sometime in the afternoon. It doesn't have to be something big. Just make a small change, and then you'll find yourself, slowly seeing results and getting motivation that way. Fitness is not something that just comes overnight. You have to be consistent.
As a fitness buff, that I do enjoy fitness enough, encouraging somebody to come and do any bit of exercise, regardless of whether you are trying to lose weight, trying to gain muscle, trying to be excited about just bettering yourself. Just take the first step. Go through the motions. Take the first step. Go to the first gym. Find something that you are interested in, whether it's gym, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's running, whether it's cycling, whether it's anything. Just go out there and enjoy it. Work hard, enjoy it, and just have fun at the end of the day.
Would like to say thank you for everyone who's made it this far and think the athletes deserve a round of applause.
And we're done. So of course, in a row. We have bib number M17, Henry.